I mean, technically, we're all losers.
What?
Bunch of
You guys are
losers.
on.
What do you mean? I don't understand what you're talking about.
There we go. Sorry about that. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast stuff, episode 101. 100 episodes later, we still cannot escape from technical difficulties. OBS.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't, set up a while in advance in preview.
Oh,
But professional thing like companies still have technical difficulty.
yep.
People
So
with
Fair enough.
millions and millions of viewers airing porn for like 17 seconds. Like, what's the dig?
that was that like a year ago?
I don't know. It happens frequently.
Yeah. So, speaking of technical difficulties, the Compros, I guess, had a bit of their own with TeamSpeak for whatever reason.
Oh no, it's not just TeamSpeak. It's the whole shebang.
Oh.
So what happened was, the new Windows 10 update came out.
Oh God.
So I was like, okay, they're gonna keep just pestering me about this bull crap. So I'm just gonna update. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna come home, and it's all gonna be done for me. No problems. Came home to a giant blue screen. You don't have Windows installed on this computer. You have like 17 megabytes of free space and actual space. I'm like, what happened? So I'm just looking around, like I don't know what to do. So I started messing around, trying to flush it out. Dude, I went through like 70 steps, and then I just went fresh install. So I just freshly installed Windows like yesterday or the day before.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I went through literally 6 hours of troubleshooting before I went. That's enough. I'm done.
Wow.
The greatest loss on here is DA and I's super old project files, but
Oh,
most of those videos are on YouTube anyway, and there's nothing like uber worth
Just lost.
saving.
Just not synced. Not audio synced anymore.
Well, we've already re-uploaded those too, so it's all
Oh
good.
yeah, you did. I forgot you guys did that.
Yep,
True
yep.
enough, true
So
enough.
we're mostly good.
Still would have been nice
Alright.
to have them.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Gone.
Bunch of old renders and
Yeah.
That's
All
the kind
gone.
of shit you save
At-
to an external, though.
If they're DA's renders and they're probably at 5% volume.
I don't know what you mean.
every
Mike.
every
no,
data
I
that
don't know what you mean. No need to explain it. Hey, how's everybody going today?
Mike.
Yes.
What were we gonna use the name Hardcut for? Was it gonna be this podcast?
Possibly.
No, it was definitely gonna be this podcast.
That is such a terrible name.
So DA had. I just realized that DA didn't have a phone at the time, so all of us were talking about the potential name for the podcast. DA had never heard of Hardcut, so he's looking at it like, Hardcut, what is that? No, he didn't even say it. I was like, oh yeah, that's what Mike wanted to call the podcast originally. What?
That is an awful name.
He was so unhappy about it.
You're not wrong.
Thank you for the vote of confidence. You're a great friend.
That's terrible.
Hey, the best of friends, the one who call you out when you're a fucking idiot.
Boy, if I was gonna make a post at some point, but then I was just like, nobody gives a shit. That's basically like, if I openly support you, I'm cool with you. But if I openly mock you, you're a friend of mine.
Exactly.
I don't support like my friend. They know I support them, so I don't have to go. You can do it, buddy. You piece of shit. Get in there.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's how I am.
I had all confidence Mike could build that table. I just wanted it to collapse.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
That's hilarious. But if it was just some Joe Schmo I'm kind of cool with, I was like, I want that table to live forever. Mike's, I
Oh.
just wanted one die roll, and it's just like,
Final Destination stuff. He gets stabbed in the eye.
Sinkhole opens up in his basement.
The die just like, as the table caves in, it catapults into my throat. Just.
let's be honest here, Mike.
I mean,
You see, Mike, let's be honest here. The dice could just kick up some dust and it would choke your ass out. Let's just be
Well,
honest here.
true. So, if you couldn't tell by my voice,
Yeah, this fucker is sick again.
yep.
Another one.
So this,
I'm not the only one who thought about it. Thank you for saying it.
so this past weekend I went to Rock on the Range, the big metal festival, rock and metal festival here in Columbus.
Dance, Gavin, dance.
So good. I'm gonna get to the actual bands in a second, but the week leading up to it, my boss had this cold. He did not have a voice for like all of last week, and the entire time just like, don't, body, I'm begging with you right now.
Don't you betray me too.
Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I wake up Friday to go to the first day. Throat is itchy as shit. I'm just like, this is going to be a rough weekend. By the end of Friday, I had not lost my voice from screaming. I couldn't scream because I was just coughing the entire fucking day. Added to the fact that just because I'm a dumbass and didn't put sunscreen on for the beginning of half the day because, it was cloudy. Stupidest mistake you could make.
That is, boy, that is something that will never ever cross my mind, and that's some black privilege. We don't have to worry about the sun.
Oh yeah.
Then it's all sunscreen. Oh no, flaking and crap. Whatever.
Oh yeah, like if I don't put
Just
like
ashy elbows intensify.
50 FPS,
You guys should get cancer.
if I don't put like 50 SPF or above on my skin, I'm getting burned.
Oh, terrible.
And my
I
arms
just
got
walk out like whoop-a-doop-a-doop.
Yep. My arms got burnt a bit, but that was like really the extent of it. And like they were like it was kind of annoying for the rest of the week, but save for that first day, I didn't really get any additional sunburn. But the bands. So Friday was super good. Let me actually pull up the list here. But Dance Gavin Dance was one of the bands, and they were honestly one of my highlights of the weekend.
That's right.
Snore, DA, snore.
That's right.
I kept like
Damn
when I
out
kept
here.
telling people about them, I must have like a life form of dyslexia or something. I kept saying Gantz, Davin Gantz.
Oh my god.
And then I would like immediately go like, stop it, Dance, Gavin, Dance. But like
What's wrong with
I'd
What is wrong with your brain?
He an old man.
a lot
You
of
missed
things.
a good joke, Persis. You missed a very good
A
joke.
lot of things are wrong with my brain. A lot of things.
Understatement.
Truth. But I had what the fuck was I gonna say? God damn it, you distracted me. Oh, when I
You
go,
distracted yourself.
I
Mr.
see like
Davin.
there are a lot of bands. Thank you. There are a lot of bands that I see where it's like I hear them on a CD and they sing and sound good, but you don't really know if that is real or not, just because you can do anything in recordings. I've made myself sound good in recordings. I can't sing for shit.
Win.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
Feelings tonight?
Dude, I got dust in my eye and it's bugging the shit out of me, so everybody's gonna feel it.
Everybody's catching these fucking hands.
And like a big thing with Dance Gavin Dance is the singer will have like just vocalization parts, like not singing lyrics, but just kind of
Yes.
singing just
That's always been Dance Gavin, and that guitar is unmistakable.
oh yeah. And like
And I
There-
love John Mess, the screamer.
there's a lot of bands where like they will do that in a recording, but then in a live show they'll cut it short super quick just because they need to prepare for the next verse or whatever. Dance Gavin, he fucking belts it, and it sounds pitch perfect. I was just like, holy shit, he is killing it. And I like he has such
Not even Craig. I love it.
who's the lead singer of Dance Gavin Dance now? When he's not singing, he just like just chilly dances in the background. He doesn't like mosh or anything. He's just grooving. Just super chill on his stage presence. And yeah, the screamer, damn,
Love
hearing
him.
that live.
Dude, originally his screaming. Okay, so when Dance Gavin first came out with
It was
their
very
first
like
album,
whiny. I want to
Yes.
say, yeah.
when Dance Gavin first came out with their first album, both John Mess and Johnny Craig were, I won't say bad, but they were very ungood. Johnny Craig was very like falsetto. You can't understand what he's saying, just very high pitched singing. And John Mess was just very and then there's Downtown Battle Mountain 2 came out and they got the original members back, and man, you could just feel the improvement. And John Mess has just been doing that to this day, his improved version of his screamo stuff.
Oh yeah. And Tillin Pearson is the current lead singer.
Mhm.
Yeah, he just all around. That was
I love him. I will just say this really quick. Between Downtown Battle Mountain 2 and Downtown Battle Mountain 1, the Johnny Craig, John Mess era, there were 2 Dance Gavin CDs released, I believe. Alex English and something else. Happiness, I think it was. And they both sucked. I didn't like that era. I love this new era of Dance Gavin. So it's not just like no Craig, no Gavin. Those two just sucked.
So yeah, the bands that I went and saw, the first one was Icy Stars, who I'd been wanting to see. I've liked a bunch of their last albums.
Love
Did-
Icy Stars.
Saw them once at
They had some unfortunate technical
Bands.
difficulties being the first band, which sucked, but they still put on a pretty good show. Next, I kind of half-watched Mutoid Man. They were interesting. Then I skipped the next band because I had no interest. Then was Dance Gavin Dance. And then 10 Years, who, I mean...
10 Years was there?
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Just like, I mean, everybody knows them for Wasteland, which they played, which I was happy
Of
about.
course.
No, I know them from so much more Wasteland. I don't even like that song.
It's not even in their top 10. Not even close. Did they play Prey by chance?
I don't know. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't listen to them all that much. I wanted 2 songs. I wanted Wasteland and I wanted Russian Roulette, which they did not play.
Russian Roulette is the
Oh, I love that song. That and Prey are my top 2.
They played the last song they played was Shoot It Out, which I don't like, but whatever. It's their big hit. Then next, I think I just went and got food for the next 2 bands, which they alternated the 2 side stages and main stage, basically is how they did it. The next was a tough choice between Hawthorne Heights and Atreyu.
I love Hawthorne Heights.
Hawthorne Heights.
I went and saw Hawthorne Heights
My man.
for the only reason was so I could hear My Heart Is in Ohio live. Only reason.
Of course.
You fanboy.
I don't like
Taproot came from Michigan. I saw them in Michigan. I didn't go, say Michigan.
There was a bunch of bands from Ohio there, but they're the one with the Ohio song. I just wanted to hear
I've
that.
noticed this. People from Ohio tend to have an obscenely strong interest in their state's pride. I don't get it.
Gorillaz have a song called Detroit, and all it is for like 2 minutes is them just going Detroit, and I'm just playing Detroit. That's where we are right now. In case you didn't know,
I bet you they did. Cause you know why?
No.
Oh well, concerts are about getting cheap in pop.
the cheapest.
You know, we've been touring a long time, but you guys are the best right here. Yeah, us. Get out of here, you pieces of.
I can't tell you how many different bands made like if the crowd wasn't as enthusiastic as they wanted. It's like, oh, I didn't know we were in Michigan. Boo!
Really? Because of
OSU.
local sports teams.
OSU. They're in Columbus.
Local sports teams.
Yeah.
We played last night in Michigan, and they were more hyped than you guys.
Yep.
Oh, we can be more hype. Ugh, what a bunch of bums.
So
I would sit down. You.
Trying to play this off. Clap if you like puppies. Ugh, boo.
Only rapists don't make noise.
Oh my god!
Everybody's clapping except for one dude. Oh,
Why you gotta be like that, man? Why you gotta make fun of rapists, man?
Wow.
It's like, I just came from the bathroom. I don't even know what he said.
Everybody's
Everyone's
just turning and
throwing
staring at him.
popcorns.
So yeah, next up was
Jesus.
someone who I had absolutely no interest in going to see, which was Machine Gun Kelly.
woof,
Eh,
woof.
eh.
So yeah, do you know that hometown pride thing you were talking about, Ralph? Yeah, I don't really fucking care about him.
Alright.
He's from Cleveland. And they played like fucking like I heard like at least 2 or 3 Beastie Boy songs, which is like, well, why? Why are you here?
Beastie Boys, what are you?
Huh.
Rock on the Range, like, come on, dude. And then the next one was, I think, performance-wise, Dance Gavin Dance was my favorite of that day. But I think my favorite band that I went and saw, and this goes to show like how you can just miss shit that's been around for fucking 20 years. The next band I saw was Body Count.
Huh.
Does anybody know who that is?
I would probably know a song.
It is Ice-T's metal band.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, hold on. He mentioned them in the Turn Down for What on Punk Goes Pop Volume 5? 6? 6, I'm gonna say. Nope, 5. Yeah. He it was featuring Body Count and Ice-T was there. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Like,
Say so.
did not know who they were. Then I looked it up, and then I read about Cop Killer, which was like a super controversial song when they...
You had to read up on Cop Killer?
Yeah. Again, shit
You
I
don't know
completely missed.
Well, DA doesn't know it either, so I guess I'm just the odd man out there.
So,
Wake up, sheep.
his like the performance was okay, but the best part was his in-between banter. So he's just like...
Ice-T is crazy.
He's like, so
Oh yeah.
how many of you motherfuckers are here for the first time seeing Body Count? A good chunk of people raise their hand. The fuck is wrong with you, motherfuckers? Then like,
Why are you degrading the audience, dude?
and how the stages were set up was that the festival is set in the Columbus Crew, the soccer team's field. The main stage is in the stadium, and then there are 2 stages off to the side. And what a lot of people will do is if they don't want to actually go down to the sides stadiums, they'll just hang on like the stairs and stuff of the actual stadium and watch the side bands. And so he's like, oh, I see all you motherfucker bitch asses up there in the main stage. Punk ass bitch pussies.
This man is legitimately nuts.
I already got my money. I don't care.
It's like, how many of you guys have been here for us for the past 20 years? It's like, yeah, you're the real motherfuckers. Just going on and on.
He doesn't have to care about a thing, dude.
Oh, not at all. Then like, I'm trying to like, I don't remember what happened between the second in between segment, but the third one was just like, all right, who's the youngest motherfucker in this audience? Like, raise your hand. He looks down. He's like, how old are you? He's like, oh, you 12? He's like, this kid could have been at a Justin Bieber concert. He's like, is that your dad? He's like, well, guess what? You get to tell him you have a new Uncle Ice-T. Oh, okay, I remember. So it's like,
Oh
I just
my
want to let
God.
you all know, my name is no longer Ice-T. My name is no longer Ice motherfucking T. My name is Ice motherfucking T, bitch. Say my name, Ice motherfucking T.
Oh my god.
It was just that like made my night. Just like, this is fucking hilarious. So that was fun. Then I saw Breaking Benjamin.
Of course you did.
That like I had seen them like
Yeah, say it.
in their own solo concert last summer, and they didn't seem. I mean, it was a festival, so they didn't play as long of a set. So I don't know. They were still fine though. And then I saw Under Oath for the first time, which they played Writing on the Wall. They also played some shit off their new album, which, ugh, their new album is not good at all. Then the last two bands were Perfect Circle and Alice in Chains, but just because I felt like doo-doo, I left. The next day, I went and saw like Moths to Flame, which they were like a metalcore band.
Yeah.
New Year's Day, who I had not heard of
Really?
until today or the
Oh.
past weekend, and I
They're
listened
good.
to a bunch of their stuff. Yeah, they were really good.
I was gonna use one of their songs for the Bleach MEP on AMV Org back in the day.
Then I think I didn't go see the next band. I don't remember watching any of them. Then Asking Alexandria,
Yeah.
good show. Then
Yeah,
Miss May.
okay.
Went and saw
Oh.
Miss May I.
I like Miss May I.
Then, which you had mentioned not liking these guys last week. Black Veil Brides.
No.
Sign out.
Yeah, trash.
We're done. here.
Absolute trash.
And
They're
that,
ungood.
and then
Unlistenable.
we got a rain delay. Thunderstorms were coming in, so we
What
had
is
to
this, sports?
evacuate the stadium just because we were in a giant metal box, basically. So we went and got pizza and some drinks at a bar. Met some dude from Chicago who ended up being a giant fucking weeb. We ended up talking My Hero and a bunch of other stuff.
Of course.
Also, it was nice to not have to pay $12 for a meal. A small meal portion. Because that's the thing about these rock festivals. Once they get you in there, you're trapped. If you leave, you can't come back in. So they just overprice shit so much. Water is like $5.50 a bottle. Drinks are more expensive, $8-9. Just, I spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money. Came back. I think I may have watched From Ashes to New a little bit, and then watched 3 Days Grace perform.
Why? What? 3 Days Grace has a new singer.
Yeah.
And he is not good.
He performed pretty good.
Isn't it
Yeah.
the brother of the drummer or something?
Anybody can perform goodly.
That's a fucking lie.
Yeah,
That's a
Who-
fucking lie.
it's one of the
Who
reasons
can't
why I
perform?
didn't really want to go see Atreyu, just because I had heard them live on YouTube before, and God, was it bad.
Oh, I don't mean singing. I mean actually performing.
That's what I mean. He sang good. That's what I mean by
I don't-
performing.
Okay, he's a fine singer. He's not the singer to 3 Days Grace.
Yeah, they played a lot of their old stuff, some of their new stuff, and it was a fun show.
It's not their old stuff. That guy, you ain't ride with us.
It's the band's old stuff. And the
Yeah,
band is
okay.
more majority.
No,
of...
it ain't. You mean to tell me that he say "Animal I've Become" and you went, "Yes, this is comparable."
Yeah, it was. in all
Oh
honesty.
Jesus, get out of here, Mike. Wrap this up now.
Then caught the end of Trivium just because they had to
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
scrunch in a bunch.
Trivium? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, move along.
Huh, they were kind of big during our editing days.
Not mine.
I enjoyed them.
Huh.
Not my music.
They had to scrunch all this shit together though, so I only caught the last song, unfortunately. Then I saw half of Stone Sour, but by that point I was again tired and sick, and left. If it was at normal time, because at that point it was like 10:30 going on 11. They would have normally been playing at like 8, and then after them was Avenged Sevenfold, which I missed. I would have liked to go see them, but I was just tired. Then Tech Nine was also performing at that time too, but
Hey, Tech Nine.
Huh,
Then-
surprised he was there.
Sunday went and saw Stitched Up Heart, which is like basically In This Moment, but not.
And
And
this moment is great.
The female,
Yeah.
the singer was not great. I don't know if it was just a shitty live performance or not, but I cringed at her performance. So, unfortunate. Then I think I skipped out in the next two bands. Went and saw Tooth Grinder. It was just kind of typical
That's
metal.
a fucking name.
Missed out on Red Stud Rising just because I didn't care. Then We Came as Romans. They were probably one. I'd say the highlight of, at least of watching perform, just because that was actually the first time I ever crowd surfed. Never done it before. Fucking fun. Then I Prevail. Good show. Skipped the next band. I think we just hung out in the stadium. The Used, which they didn't perform the songs I wanted to hear them perform. But
They do Bird and a Worm.
no, that's one of them that I wanted. I wanted that, and I wanted sound effects.
Of course,
pie at 'em.
everyone only wants those 2 songs. They've got like 40 years of catalogs of music. They've got good songs on their album.
That's just
Nah.
one of the best. They did a
Bird
really
and a
good
Worm.
cover of Under Pressure.
By
Queen.
oh, I'm not a big Queen fan. I only like 3 Queen songs. Well, I'll take that back. I only know like 3 Queen songs.
Then
Dude.
And one
Okay,
of them is
okay.
Bohemian
Hey, yeah.
Rhapsody.
Okay, how about this? Before you went, I'm gonna sit down and listen to Cash. You only knew like 2 or 3 songs, and then afterwards you like, Cash is one of the greatest ever. Sit down and listen to Queen.
Yeah, but Cash is one of the greatest ever.
I didn't say he wasn't. Cash is amazing.
I'll probably listen to them when I go see Bohemian Rhapsody. Whatevs.
then
November.
I basically
Yeah, why not? I want to see it. Yeah, why would I go see it?
It was here like 2 years ago, and I went.
Oh no, the movie.
Oh, they had a play.
I would have loved to go
It
to
was
the
like a play.
but I want to
slash
see
musical
Book of
type
Mormon
thing.
too, and I missed that. Book of Mormon is amazing. I want to go see a play,
The
bro.
play is really fun. I saw Book of Mormon twice. Really, it's just stupid good.
Yeah, I really need to go. I've only seen like it was this mismatch of like 4 plays, and it was like mini plays. It was like the
It
Monkey's
was a
Paw.
play festival.
Yeah, something like that.
play on the range.
Who here knows this motherfucking band?
Woo!
What are we, an ocelot? Like, I don't what?
We ain't in no library. Make some noise. Put on the play. Entertain us.
What are you, your parents?
What are we in Michigan? Yes.
Oh, no wonder. A 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, man.
I remember one time I went to see a band and they were like, it was a band that I bought their jacket, their hoodie. I still had that hoodie close to home. They were opening for Dance Gavin Dance, and they were like, they had played like 2 or 3 songs, and nobody really knew who they were. And then they were like, if anybody knows this song, of course not. And then they just went into it. And I was like, you know what? You guys got a hoodie and a free album buy out of me.
I do like that. Just when bands just shit on themselves. Like, Affiance did it all the time. Like the last show I saw of them in Columbus, where like the day before they sold out one of the good rock venues in Cleveland, and then came and there were like 8 of us in Columbus. He's like, so this is humbling to say the least. But yeah, the next couple shows I skipped out just because I was securing position for Baby Metal. And yeah, like they have changed up a lot of shit in their show, and it was fucking awesome. Just because I was so close, I got crowd surfed on a bunch, so I just kind of like shifted over as far as I could on the fence.
I'm sick, everyone. I'm sick.
Just because I couldn't see shit.
I can't lift you. I'm also physically weak. Please. You'll die.
I'll die.
It's just like that 10th episode. I don't feel safe with that dude on the aisle.
But they put on a fucking good show. And I just love watching like people's reactions like afterwards on Twitter, and people are like, "Who the fuck are these people? They're so strange but cool."
How the fuck do people still not know who the fuck they are?
not in their radar. Some people came for like fucking Tyler Brandt and the Shakedown and Greta Van Fleet, like just rock, like classic-y sounding rock bands, and then they see this Japanese metal band just come out of
Alice
fucking
in
nowhere.
Chains.
Yeah. Then the last two shows were Godsmack, which I was just like, whatever. It was just kind of fun to like remember songs. Like, oh yeah, they did that. And they had like typical rock band moments where they're like, get the girls up on the shoulders. I just did that just because I wanted to see your tits. And then of course, woo, just a bunch of girls showed off their tits. And then
Yeah.
and then
sounds all right.
they did pull the thing of just fucking like, come on, crowd, you can do better than that. They're trying, I don't remember the song, but go away. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck song is that?
that's the song, Mike. Go away.
Yeah, I didn't remember if that was the
Well,
name of it or
I'm
not.
sorry, we're too black to know what you're talking about.
But yeah, basically he's trying to get the crowd into to say go away, and the first attempt was half-hearted. And I will say the band, like, they pulled like a
They flushed.
dun dun and they go back into it. He's like sitting there on the stage, like wipes himself off. He's like, all right, we're gonna try this one more time. And so that was fine. And then the end band was Tool, and that was a fucking good show. I didn't realize that Maynard, the lead singer of Tool, actually doesn't stand at the front of the stage. The drummer, the bassist, and the guitarist are all lit, and you can see them performing. And he is behind the drummer in the shadows. Because he doesn't want the limelight. He wants people to, like, just listen and experience the music.
Interesting.
And he actually never even, like, put out lyrics at the beginning just because he wanted people... He's very much about, like, the feeling that you get from the music, and he doesn't want, like, words or shit associated with it. He's
So
very
he tries
odd.
to be like the artist rather than like.
Oh
a
yeah,
musician.
he is a fucking
Yeah.
oddball.
Yeah.
But it was still a good. Oh, he totally fucking spoiled the Avengers too. So spoilers. I'm about to also spoil the Avengers. So in between, like the stage goes dark, and then he will like say a few words every once in a while, and he's just like, pretty sure I saw Spider-Man out in the crowd. I know he's not real because he totally got fucking murdered at the end of the movie. Oh, was I not supposed to say that? I just started.
Oh, that's so fucking. That's not even a good joke. Like that's
Busted.
just fucking terrible.
I laughed.
Of course you did.
Bad. I mean,
At this point, like,
It's your own fault.
It's your-
Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, no sympathy.
Yeah.
I've seen Avengers 4 times, 2 times in 2D, 1 time in 3D, and 1 time in IMAX. You've got no excuse.
for sure. But yeah, fantastic weekend. I have not gone into work. I didn't go into work on Monday or Tuesday just because I needed recovery time. And then worked from home today. But the thing that I've been doing, though, in my time off, to the Comp Pros, not pleasure, but I've been playing Persona 5. Persona
How
5.
far are you?
Sorry.
How far are you?
I found out about the drug trafficking. I got through the second palace, and I'm now figured out about the drug trafficking.
So you're on your
you-
way to. All right.
You're not even worth talking to yet.
Yeah, you're really not.
I haven't gotten.
Holler at your boy when you get to the queen.
I haven't got to your best girl yet.
Who is your favorite right now?
I mean, of my party members,
Nope, I don't need party members. Who's your favorite right now? You shouldn't need to think this long.
I love the situation with the teacher right now.
Okay, she's awesome. That's a fine choice.
But yeah, I mean, like, just considering how many fucking personas I have yet to unlock, I know there's way more people to talk to. And I'm also, right now, following a walkthrough just so I can get all of my shit leveled up, and then my second playthrough, I can just play super casually, just because I'll have the new Game
No.
Plus.
I don't give
That's
two
the opposite. That's the opposite way to do it. That's
Nope.
that's so wrong.
Nope. I
Like
hate
the first time.
I
the
hate
first
missing
time you
shit.
go in blind and you learn it on your own. The second time you
I
100%.
watched the walkthrough of Zelda so I could just do what I wanted when I wanted. Or did you explore and play the game, Mike?
And RPGs and JRPGs, I hate missing shit. It is so.
That's what the second playthrough is for.
Nope.
You already said there's gonna be a second playthrough. So by that thought process alone, that's what you do with it.
Nope.
My boards are in there behind his bed. I walk in there. He's just playing. He just goes, I don't know what it is. I don't even think he saw me. He was just talking to himself. I don't know.
Our little brother
Dude
hates
Zelda.
he hates Breath of the Wild. He hates it.
It's not a good game.
He wants a game with structure that allows you to go, oh, this is your mission now, this is where you need to go, but you can go do these other things too. He loves the Digimon Hacker Cyber Sleuth series.
That's the
and all
thing
that.
I don't understand though. The game gives you main objectives.
Okay.
No, he was like, I was fighting the boss, and then I fell in the hole, and then I never saw that boss again.
I was fighting the boss, and then I fell in a hole, and I never saw that boss again.
'Cause yeah,
Yeah, that sums that game up pretty well, actually.
I had no feelings of, like that much of being lost, just because the game gives
Oh, it's
you
not
main objectives.
lost. It's just it's empty space. There's too much space.
It's like you give somebody a it's like you give somebody a Lego set and go at it without you're trying to build the Millennium Falcon, but you don't tell the person that. You just go at it, stick the pieces together,
That's
and it's like, oh, this is fun. I'm learning what it is, and then other people are like, I want to know what I'm building.
or you just build what you want to build.
That's not what they want.
That is what I wanted, what a lot of other
But
people
that's
wanted.
the thing. It's not. That's not what the game is.
It is.
There is a linear progression, but the fact is, there is so much bloated, empty space with no meaning that you end up doing nothing with actually any purpose for hours until you stumble upon the thing you're supposed to do.
I explored and found a lot of shit.
But
No.
you're not gonna explore Persona.
Again, JRPGs are different.
Oh my god.
Is Zelda not a JRPG?
No,
It's
Yes!
a Japanese role-playing game. What are you talking about?
it's an action adventure game.
It's a role-playing game.
No, it's not.
What is an RPG?
Like
Is Dark Souls an RPG?
yes, because there's an actual leveling up factor into it.
Mike?
There is no leveling up factor in Zelda.
You get hearts, you level up your heart, you level up your weapons or grab better weapons.
No, you level up your weapons and armor. You do.
I know.
Oh, I know.
Ask anyone else.
Who is anyone else? I'm asking you.
Yeah, and I'm telling you what everyone else says. It's not an RPG.
Okay.
The only RPG in the Zelda franchise is Zelda 2. Only one.
You people are fools.
He just shut you down, BG. that innocuous statement just, woof, that's
Hey,
done.
other people agree, therefore you're wrong. Jesus. I don't see a problem with the Labo.
Yeah. Still don't.
Ugh.
It's for people like me that don't need a power cord.
Hey, exactly. This all stems back to the Nintendo fanboy.
I was listening to an old episode, and we were talking about E3, and it was like we're gonna be recapping it next week, and I was like, Nintendo's just gonna have Zelda. And Mike was like, yep, that's enough for me. Like, there's a whole conference, but you're gonna go, Microsoft didn't show enough, but one Zelda, that's all I need.
One Zelda.
Question.
One Zelda, please.
If Sony showed nothing but Dragoon.
It wouldn't be enough.
Really?
It wouldn't be enough. Because the reason I super love Sony is I know what I'm getting soon, I know what I'm getting in the distant future, and I know what I'm getting in the far, far future. If they just came out and went, Dragoon 2 is real, and that's it, I would say that's a terrible conference. Terrible.
Same thing if they went Kingdom Hearts November. I'd say that was terrible.
Like they just did.
No, they
Like,
didn't.
With that gameplay drop, they said the game's coming out this fucking fall.
yeah, okay.
I didn't hear that.
Because you're not paying attention to this thing new.
I think I would have heard that on Twitter. At least.
They said
I'll
that
tell
they're
you,
going to
this-
be putting a release date at E3. Or there's going to be a release date
Oh.
within the end of the month. Which
Right,
is
that's
E3.
release date by end of the month. Yes, that's
So they
okay.
didn't say when they were going to release.
They didn't. They didn't. You're right.
So
you're right.
you
I
just
thought-
imagined that.
kind of
So
sort of.
that's why I didn't hear it, because
Yeah.
it didn't exist. I
Exactly.
see.
Yes, indeed.
For a conference to be good to me, it needs several things I'm interested in. Or at least several things I can see other people being interested in. I don't mean like Call of Duty or some others. I have no interest in the Final Fantasy VII remake. No interest. But I understand why people love it. I have no interest. I have minute interest in Shenmue 3. But I understand why people were so hyped for it. If they simply came out, lauded their sales numbers for 45 minutes and showed a 15-minute cut of Dragoon 2, I would go, what the that was terrible.
He'd be hyped about Dragoon singularly,
Oh, I would
but the
jizz
conference would
all
be a
over this
failure.
computer. But man, the conference as a whole, I would be like, terrible. It's just like if you go to a movie and you see one super hype fight in it and the movie surrounding it is terrible. You don't go out going, the movie was good. You go, this one part was really, really
You
good.
do if it's Godzilla.
But the right. DA wins. I forgot the people I'm talking to. What a film! They killed the good character. They give you the character for the whole movie, and it's just like, but Godzilla's coming. So I gotta spend 49 minutes looking at this jamoke with this kid like I should give a about any of them. Why?
Because
That's all you got.
Mike, what was the main character's name in that movie?
either, I think, Brody.
Exactly, Mike! Terrible! Terrible!
To be fair, I don't remember half the names of the characters in Persona.
Fucking Versus drops it instantly. Ford.
Okay, you just started playing Persona when? Last week? A week before?
This, on Monday. Or Sunday, sorry.
Oh, that's 3 days! I don't know maybe 20% of the kids' names in My Hero.
I've seen,
that?
I mean, but I've only seen Godzilla like twice.
But you loved it.
Yeah. I love My Hero too, and same thing. I don't remember half the characters' names in My Hero.
In all fairness, you only really need to know the name of one character in Persona. And she's the last person that you get. Bums.
But real quick, while we're on the topic of games, so it seems EA has learned their lesson for good.
Uh-huh.
Today they had the reveal for Battlefield 5. The game they're pulling an Overwatch. Except there's no loot boxes. There's no microtransactions. All DLC and map packs are free and everyone has access to every item. There's no more premium packs, so there is literally nothing they're making you buy after you buy the game.
They have gone.
This was said on the reveal that after you spend your $60 on this game, or whatever version of the game you buy, that's it. We don't want another cent from you.
They have stated though that the company isn't giving up on microtransactions though as a whole.
They're not, but they're from what they said on this press conference, they don't want any of your fucking money after you buy the game. That's what the developers said. Almost verbatim.
We shall see.
So I'm interested to see how that develops, if it comes back like that. Because it's World War II, and it sounds like they're building this game very well. But the reason why I could not enjoy Battlefield 1 was because literally every map was blocked behind a paywall. It was just not good. So here's hoping. But they need to learn that lesson. That this microtransaction shit needs to go away. So here's hoping they learned it.
We'll see if the zebra can change its stripes, but I ain't too
EA
hopeful.
is like the crackhead in the corner scratching his neck or trying to change his shirt in a bus stop. Like, yo, got any more of them fucking microtransactions?
Ralph, you're the only person that realizes what you're talking about.
I know.
DA is not on Snap, and I don't know if Mike is, but I definitely ain't got that kid.
I was just making a reference. Doesn't matter. It was an empty reference.
You see some strange things in Detroit.
Yes, you do. Hold on. What started that? What had him checking his shirt?
Bruh, he walked up to me like, is anything on me? With his shirt off. That's how it began. That interaction started.
So, all right, this sounds like a story. Please tell.
That's it. That's all it took.
I was coming home from work. I was waiting on my bus.
God.
And this dude walks up to me shirtless with shirt in hand going, is anything crawling on me? And I look at him and I go, no, there's nothing crawling on you. He's like, you sure there's nothing on my neck? Nope, nothing on your neck. At this point, he puts his shirt back on, and I start recording on Snapchat. He goes, are you sure there's nothing on me? I feel like there's something right here. There's nothing on my ear? No, there's nothing crawling on your ear. Takes off his shirt again. Are you sure there's nothing on me? Yep.
Are you sure
positive.
about that?
All right, cool. I'm going to trust you. Yep, go ahead and trust me. There's nothing on you. I don't know why you feel that way. There's nothing crawling on you. He puts his shirt back on and goes, hey, you want to go to the liquor store and have a drink with me? I go, no, I'm trying to get home. He was like, oh, all right. Take it easy, man. And he walked away.
Hey, wanna go snort some blow? Nope.
Jesus Christ.
Trying to get home.
End of interaction.
That shit is just fucking golden.
Welcome to my life.
Oh,
Not
my-
even the worst bus interaction.
Oh,
Not
no.
even the worst interaction I've had at a bus stop.
Oh, no, of course not.
Like, it's all bad, bro.
Speaking
Oh, yeah. Oh,
of
I know.
Detroit, so I looked up what you guys wanted to bet for Detroit. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. I actually got to play that. They had a PlayStation booth at Rock on the Range.
How was it?
I mean, it was the same demo. The
The actual demo.
what the fuck is it? The rooftop interrogation
Mowing their
thing.
lawn at 9 in the night. Come on.
It is literally turning dark. You know that's just some kid last minute like, boy, I told you, you gonna do it before you go to bed.
Wait, is it only,
Mow the
it's
lawn.
only turning nighttime by you guys?
Yeah, we're
it's
still
a-
light up.
It's been blackout here for the past hour and a half.
Nah, we got another like 10 minutes or so before it gets
Huh.
that.
Yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, in the podcast where BG was talking about Detroit and how DA called him a hack, and they were having an argument over Twitch chat. A bet was mentioned where BG proposed that DA will like the game more than BG will dislike it. Do you want to continue that bet, considering the game comes out in 2 days?
I'm still in,
Yeah, absolutely.
but
Okay.
I
We don't know any terms though.
I
Yeah,
have
what are the
very
terms?
I have a very low chance of disliking it, so I would just say I think DA likes it more than. What's your least favorite? Okay, I'm sure you've seen people play through all 3 David Cage games. What's the order?
Top to bottom, heavy, Beyond Indigo.
Indigo last.
Yeah, that dumb bug part with the office.
I was fine with the bug part.
Flying in the
Okay.
air and punching and kicking, and then
The
he's in his
superpowers
apartment.
part
He's in
is
his
the worst.
apartment and freaking that watermelons and hammers are hitting him. That's just stupid.
I was fine with all the bugs and the once they got legit superpowers, I was like, it's done. So I would put Fahrenheit over Beyond though. You will like it. What would you rate Heavy Rain?
Are we talking about in terms of David Cage or in terms of like a straight video game?
Let's go in terms of David Cage.
It's the best, so I'd give it a
No, okay. In terms of straight video game.
straight video game. 5. It has some good ideas, but horrible execution.
You're gonna think this is better than a 5. I'm gonna say you think this is the
Really?
best David Cage game.
Real okay, I'll big accept that.
All right. So what are the terms?
If it's in sequential order, it's already better than Beyond.
So let's go a 0.5 cushion. So you will think it's either a 5.5 or a 4.5.
I can dig it.
We only
Okay.
need terms of what the bet is.
What about who wins? What happens after the bet is won or lost?
Is what?
What's the end result? What happens if somebody wins and loses?
That's what we need to figure out.
we need
Oh,
that part.
that's yeah.
How about this? We start the video like, hey, this is Detroit. Here's the bet, and we'll say the bet. We got like 2 days to think. We got longer actually because you going out of town.
Yep. Tamari.
Yeah, we got nothing. What? Wait. All right, we'll discuss it. Off
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
All right. I have it. So it is written.
No, but this bet is of course going on. Screw him.
Oh, it's big. It's big happening.
It's already done.
Lovely.
Ugh, it sucks. I hate it already.
It looks awesome.
2.5.
Hey,
I
what's
win.
the game about?
There's 3 different branches of
Mhm,
story.
mhm. Is there any sort of subtext or anything going on, or what's going on? Is it slavery?
According-
Is it nothing? Is it
according-
everything? Is it nothing?
According to David Cage, there's no subtext.
Yep, it's about nothing. Nope, nothing at all.
Fortunately,
Don't worry about it.
the lead writer of Detroit goes, "Oh yeah, there's big happenings."
So when one dude says it's about nothing, and the other dude says, "Oh no, there's big implications," don't you think there's a little bit of a dichotomy there where
Nope.
this dude pins something and then the other dude comes in with the world's biggest eraser and he goes, "Yeah, none of this." While he's in the bathroom, just goes, "Brr," and then David Cage comes back like, "Yep, I had
you.
some good idea."
It depends on how much power the lead writer has. Because if it's like Toei with Toriyama, where it's just like, "What? Jiren doesn't talk," and then they're just like, "Well, Jiren doesn't talk."
We don't know how much. We don't know if he's just story. We don't know if he's decisions. And history tells me David Cage is a bum.
He is far from a bum. Peter Molyneux is
He's
a bum.
He's a
Oh, Peter
squatter.
Molyneux is indeed a bum.
David Cage is a not so much hack. He's a big dreamer. He just doesn't.
What a
he's an
nice way to say hack.
Yeah,
He's an idea man. He just cannot put it
No
forth.
follow through.
that's
No
kind of what
follow-through.
defines a hack, though. That's kind of what defines a hack.
No.
There's
hack
a
is
lot of
someone
sugar on
is
that
just
coat.
Yeah.
out the blue terrible.
No. A
Out the
hack is
blue
somebody
terrible,
who
but
who
super
thinks they
popular.
have a good idea and then can't execute it. That's a hack.
I wouldn't call that a hack.
I wouldn't call that a hack.
That's what I call a hack.
To me, a hack is someone that is super not good, but is super popular.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
All right.
Well,
The guys that made No Man's Sky, they're hacks.
On the hack
Okay,
train,
okay,
while we're
okay.
here, I am completely 100% done with Fairy Tail.
Oh.
He's finished the series, is what he's
The
saying.
series
Oh.
He
is
didn't
done.
drop it.
Oh
The
my
manga,
god,
I
you
read
finished
all
it.
the manga.
Oh
It's
my
done.
god. Oh
The
my
dream
god.
is over.
Oh. So how'd you like that end, though?
How do you think I like it?
I want to hear your review.
BG, could you step away for a
What?
couple minutes? There's some legit plot stuff that you need.
I don't give a shit
no,
about
no. The feeling that you need to have when these things happen is half the fun.
Oh.
Get your phone, start a timer, walk out 5 minutes.
Or just text me when you're done.
All right, yeah, let's do
Oh
that.
my god.
Let's do that.
I think you're gonna.
Dude, you know nah.
I think he's gonna. I'm gonna choke to death.
I can't wait. Oh, this is gold. Go.
Okay, what you want to know? Because there's a lot. Here's what
There's
happened.
a lot.
Here's
I
what
would
happened.
Start where you want.
Here's what happened. Yesterday I had the day off, so I spent around 8 hours completely finishing Fairy Tail the manga.
My
My
Yeah,
God.
that was not a good idea. So I knew my brother and I, my little brother, the one that likes JoJo, I knew that we were gonna talk about it. So I sat down and just went. Every time something pissed me off or didn't make any sense, I just wrote it down, made a list. So he comes to me at around 10 o'clock, and I gotta go to sleep at 11 to wake up at around 3. So I'm like, okay, I got a hard out for 11. Let's talk about this until 11. We talked for a straight hour. We did not get 1 point out on my list yet. So I'm just like, all right, screw it. We riding this button up till the wheel fall off. So we ended up talking for almost 2.5 hours just on the final arc.
This is what I want to know. Talk about the final arc. I want to know how the culmination. How do you feel?
Okay, I'm gonna start with the good because
Go,
that's a
please.
list of maybe 3
Okay.
things.
Okay.
I was always 100% behind the Gaji 11 thing. I like it. I think they set it up perfectly fine, and it culminated perfectly fine. I liked it.
Agreed.
That was good. The whole manga, I'm sitting here just like, give Ichiya something to do. He is my favorite character. Jesus Christ, give this man something to do. And then he became the biggest god king hero of Fairy Tail, and I was happy. He should have died. He should have stayed dead. Whatever. That's fine. Does the list end there? I think the list ends there.
All right. So start from worst. What infuriated you the most about how this entire series came to an end?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you the 2 worst moments that I had in Fairy Tail. Completely. One of them happened near the last arc. It was just completely out of the blue. Fairy Tail has a bunch of just complete and total bullshit that they always do. But this was when Elfin goes in to destroy Fairy Tail, and Kana goes in to stop him, and the bomb is about to go off, and she pulls out her cards and like, oh, Urza's friend taught me this, and she puts everybody into cards.
Yep.
The problem is they were asleep for 7 years. When did that dude come to Fairy Tail? He never came to Fairy Tail. They never met, so she should not know that move. And that completely killed me because Hero just went, I need a way to get them out of here. Oh, here's a thing that can be done, and it was just completely and totally crap. That was my worst moment in all of Fairy Tail. The next one is at the very end of that arc. Zeref is just sitting there and go, you'll finally be able to kill me one day. Ethereal Natsu Dragneel END. I was drinking something, spitting, clean spit, all over one of my collages. I was so pissed. That was so dumb.
And the thing you've been seeing the entire series is really the main character. And he's a fucking homunculus.
Of course, he's just the biggest. Oh, he's the chosen one. Of course he is. And his whole thing doesn't make any sense because here's the thing:
Stop what you're thinking. Here, and Natsu in this time period. We got Natsu in this time period. He's from 400 years ago. They opened the gate. He's from 400 years ago. Where does the Edalus version of him fit in? Is he he's a clone of Natsu, but Natsu is from 400 years ago. Is he also from 400 years ago? No, it couldn't be, because that world doesn't have magic. So it couldn't have Xerath, so it couldn't have the gate.
That's right.
So where does he come in?
He doesn't.
Oh, no, he doesn't, because Hero Majima is a hack. He's a hack.
He is. Solid hack.
I feel like you're gonna be doing a Fairy Tail podcast with BG
Whenever BG finishes it, which he
I would like to take
trudging
part.
through that.
I would like to take part. Let me know what you're
too.
doing.
Well, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah,
But
just a big old list exists with four of us.
all of the fights were terrible. I hate Ursa so much. There's the dude that just like, I can make all of your past enemies come back to life, and everybody's fighting all the past enemies, and she just stares at them, and then they disappear. It's like, oh, Ursa's so strong. She just looked at them, and they got scared, and then they just disappeared. Why?
Yep.
Doesn't make any sense. Last arc, Ursa is blind, deaf, can't touch, can't see, can't smell, can't hear, nothing. She starts beating on the person who inflicted that on her, and then Happy goes, and they go, how's Ursa doing this? And Happy turns to the camera and is like, oh, because she's Ursa. That's all the explanation we need. I hate her. I like her personality. In a bubble, I like her personality. Big rule following Lamo. I hate Jalal. Get Jalal out of here. I hate her so much. In a bubble. In a bubble, Ursa's so great. Her personality is great. Everything outside of that bubble, her fights, her interactions with other people, terrible. I hate it. I hate Ursa so much. Have her never fight again, because all she does is just pull all that her mom stuff. Oh,
I was literally gonna say, you like the fact how every bone in her body was broken, yet she fucking sliced a meteor in half.
Yep.
And then she goes to slice her mom, and Wendy just goes, "I imbue your sword with Dragon Slayer magic." When was this ever established?
Never.
Why can you do this? What?
Nope. Never established. Never a thing.
That whole
The entire end of that series was essentially, oh, your background was this, we're gonna make it edgy. Erza's background was tragic, we're gonna make it edgy.
That's
Jalal's background was tragic, we're gonna make it edgy.
That was
Natsu's background was tragic,
that I've
edgy.
ever seen. That was probably the worst. Why Jalal goes to break the Arachion Sage out of the prison? They did nothing the entire after that.
Oh, they were worthless. They were
why
panel fodder, filler. They were essentially filler.
All of the Spriggan 12 are just, one of them got beaten by Elfman and Lysana.
Yep.
They are literally bums. How do you allow yourself? Makarov, Makarov dies 6 times in Fairy Tail. I was like, okay, this was gonna stick. He is dead.
Death,
but hey,
has less
everyone's got to get their fucking good ending.
Death
just
has
like
less
first
meaning in this
and
show than
Jalal.
Dragon Ball. That says something.
The ending, the last few pages. How did you feel
about the just, hey, whatever, everybody's happy, everybody's whatever.
And then they see the first and Xerath together at the party.
Oh, Jesus Christ, what was that?
Just like,
why are we supposed to be like, oh, he's got his happy ending? No, he's
But
evil.
that means they died in this time, but reincarnated immediately at their distinct age of death.
Whatever. Hey, whatever. This is just some Naruto bullcrap where everybody's just happy.
Except for the one character who died. Literally one character.
And that was who?
Oh. So, on that note, let's mention this before we bring BG back in. So, I don't know if any of you guys at all are following Boruto.
Yes, slightly.
I stopped.
They are, I think, hard bringing Jiraiya back.
No way.
There's a dude who just attacked Boruto and his team. white beard, white hair. He summoned frogs.
Mecha frogs, though.
And I believe he also used the Rasengan.
He did.
Who the fuck else knows how to do that shit?
But he's too young to be Jiraiya.
In this show,
I don't.
logic doesn't pertain in this situation. They're just bringing him back,
I don't know.
and I mean,
It doesn't even.
Kabuto
look like
couldn't
young
find him to
Jiraiya.
Kabuto couldn't find him to revive him. He is wearing a mask. I have no idea if he's fucking young or not.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Kabuto couldn't find him to revive him, and no one else could find him. So whoever this fucking new evil ninja group is, they found him and brought him back and somehow swayed him to evil. And just overall, I'm just like, oh, don't do this to my favorite character.
This series,
Don't.
This series is awful. Their inclusion of quote unquote ninja tech is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen.
But bro,
It's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen.
you can absorb jutsus and do anything you want.
No.
No limits. Yeah, if you need something to hate read now, DA, the Boruto would be a good candidate.
Probably.
It's the entire selling point of that series is the small cameos here and there by the original Naruto cast. That is it. The plot is so contrived and stupid. It is only alive because
It's also contrived from the old series.
Yeah,
It's
you're
not
wrong.
great plot points.
You're not wrong. It's just its whole selling point is this is Naruto's world now. Let's see what it's like through his son's eyes, who's essentially a god.
Yeah.
I had to eat a pork chop standing up like some type of caveman.
Yep.
I mean, we got chairs. That was your own choice.
Caveman.
I mean, you are a caveman, though.
You sounded racist. Switch cops, please.
So, last thing while we're talking about manga and stuff, I am done with the first arc of Bleach, and Bleach is. I was trying to figure out.
the best art of Bleach.
I was trying to figure out what is a great word for this, and I finally figured out. Bleach is unremarkable.
Oh yeah,
That's fair.
At least that first arc.
That's fair.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
that's the
it
thing.
is.
It was just like if you don't like Ichigo, you're gonna have a bad time. I don't like Ichigo.
He's barely nothing.
His reactions with Rukia, fantastic. When they first saw each other and he saved her, and they're just complaining and yelling at each other, I'm like, this is great. Have them. I really liked the first like 16, 17 episodes where they were just spirit hunters episodic thing. I'm like, that's great because I like those two interactions.
Mm-hmm.
And I got so little that I'm just like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, that's just
Do you care about spoilers?
how far spoilers? Are you talking about like next arc or
In game, but not plot.
let's go?
They don't end up together.
Of course, no, I know who ends
Okay.
up together. I think they really should. You know,
Everyone
I
thought
don't
they
like
should.
Renji. I don't like Renji. I don't like a lot of.
He's
people,
more
man.
crass Ichigo. That's probably why I don't like him.
And then it's just a whole nother. Bankai takes 10 years to do. These two people did it in literally a day. Whatever. Whatever. We're already doing this. Ichigo's already had 2 training arcs. Are we
Yep.
really doing this?
Don't forget
Oh, yeah.
Double Quincy.
Yeah. He ends up being everything and
Yep. Literally
nothing.
everything. Fucking nobody.
If you had finished Fairy Tail, you wouldn't have had to eat your pork chop standing up, homie.
But I did. Because I didn't.
The only like little news tidbits I have is Jake Gyllenhaal is in talks to play Mysterio for the next Spider-Man.
Good call.
I'm happy with the villain choice. Jake Gyllenhaal, I mean, we'll see his performance.
No, he's good.
Uh,
Underrated actor.
or Tobey Maguire light or number 2.
Well, he was going to be Peter in Spider-Man too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They showed a picture of Shazam in like a subway or something. I don't know.
Didn't see that.
I do have a picture. I will send it. Yeah. Definitely need to see it, like, see him in action. Just the picture. It's like him drinking a Slurpee for some ad.
Oh, that's cool. He's just a big old kid.
Where did you send it? Okay, there it is.
There we go. I'll also send it on is it Twitch?
Oh, did
okay.
you guys see the Toyotaro thing with the Dragon Ball manga?
Yeah.
Woof.
What happened? No.
Yeah. Oh, Mike wouldn't know. He's not been around.
What happened?
He was caught chasing Marvel Comics.
Okay. I saw a thing
Yeah.
on Twitter where it was just like a Goku's progression over the years, and the last one was Captain America. Did not
Yeah.
get why that was. Now
yeah,
I
he
know.
was caught using old Marvel issues of Captain America as sketching for Goku.
He literally traced it.
Yeah.
Interesting. I will have to look that up afterwards.
You do that.
It's not good.
Fun
Not
stuff.
good.
The rest is just kind of moved. So the only other thing I just wanted to touch on was, have you guys seen the controversy over the new Thundercats?
They're
Shut
chasing
up,
that.
everybody.
They're chasing that sweet Teen Titans Go money.
Oh yeah.
You can't replicate that
You're
greatness.
done.
You done goofed.
There were a good number of people who still had affection for the Teen Titans. Who's talking about Thundercats?
And
On top of having a good affection for them, they are teens, so they can get away with that. And they're good characters within both shows, so they can get away with that.
that's the big thing.
Thundercats was literally made to sell toys.
The big thing with this controversy, though, and maybe it's because it's more or less just piggybacking off of the controversy of Teen Titans Go. But with Go, like, there was the old show, and that's what the main thing was about. Nobody was fucking talking about Thundercats before this. So why, bitch?
Did you not just hear DA literally say this? He said these exact words.
Literally.
You just did.
Literally,
Mike,
Mike.
where did your hand go?
What happened?
Where'd you go, Mike?
I was like, did I just think that?
He literally just said nobody was thinking about the Thundercats.
Yeah,
And then you went, step back, boys. I got a good point.
Back of the bus, son.
Yeah, that is right.
There, Mike.
I'm tired. But still, point withstanding.
Yes, it make nobody gets about that.
I know.
Nobody's
Like,
calling for their revival.
Yeah, like I saw Egoraptor and Hanson put out a thing. It's just like in 2011, I think it was. There was like a show that had, Avatar Airbender-esque visuals that was story and plot driven, but nobody fucking watched it for the Thundercats. So it hasn't been on air for 7 years.
But then Kaiser came into that discussion. He was like, yeah, this show was crap, though.
Yeah.
It's a good show, and people will watch it. And love Kaiser.
Yeah. I did love
He's
that.
a
We're
real
just
hero that we need.
it's like one person I follow. I love this show. Another, this show's fucking sucked. It's like, oh. People have opinions. That's what I learned that day. Differing opinions. And that's really all I had. Like, I did see the Red Band trailer for Happy Time Murderers, and that actually did look pretty funny.
Nope, no idea.
It's adult Muppets, basically. It's like what Muppets do after the children's shows.
Oh yeah.
I have zero interest. Holy fuck.
Oh, I'll definitely be going to see if Movie Pass is still a thing.
Is it
Oh, no.
coming? Oh no!
Oh, no.
Don't say that.
Oh, y'all don't follow. See, the problem is I go to a lot of movies, so I have a huge interest in what the comings and goings of Movie Pass, and essentially their stipend, the cash they have on hand. If they keep burning through it like this, they probably have like 2 months.
Oh yeah, they are not making profit at all.
Huh. Well, apparently Donald Glover is going to play Black Panther 2's villain.
Cool. Good choice.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
if this villain survives, can he meet the Prowler? So Donald Glover could act against himself. That'd be awesome.
Maybe he is the Prowler.
He is.
No, I'm talking about in the Black Panther.
Oh, is he like a dual villain?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but what I'm saying is Spider-Man's in the MCU.
That is true. You ain't wrong. Yeah, that's really all that I got. Unless anybody else has anything.
If you guys remember last week, I talked about me going to go get Sean Schimmels, Chris Sabat, and Todd
Yeah.
Havercorn's autograph.
yes.
Yeah, 2 of those didn't happen.
Oh.
Todd and Sean were both sick.
Oh, okay.
I'm seeing you.
Ah, oh.
He's like, you're right.
There's truth.
So that was a big old waste of time.
Oh,
You should've got a refund.
actually, speaking of con shit, I don't remember the con's name and had to look it up. But it was a con that a lot of the Ruby girls were going to go to.
Oh, that one.
But there was a big old sexual misconduct
Woof.
stuff
Woof.
that happened. And then basically they tried to put it out with gasoline. Is what happened.
Yeah.
And just made it really fucking worse. And now a bunch of female guests are just saying, yeah, we're passing on this. We ain't going.
What con was it?
Oh, hold on. I will look it up.
Is it the one in Ohio?
No.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I need to know because I don't know.
Let me see.
We
Yeah, no,
only
it's
know
not.
what we know.
It's not Anime Matsuri. It was another one.
Somewhere, I believe, west-ish.
Oh, West. Okay, go out there.
Where are we at?
Way to
Lindsay,
go.
I know you posted about it.
You're just gonna go through Twitter instead of just googling
There we
sexual
go.
harassment con. Okay.
FanX Salt Lake City Comic Convention. So, Salt Lake City. It's
Quick, where's Salt Lake City, everyone?
Utah.
Good people.
Yay, I know geography.
I don't give a about the world. I don't like. You could point me to a map and say this is Zimbabwe, and I would go, I'm gonna have to trust you. And it could be all of England. I don't know. I don't give a about the world. I don't give a about it. I do not care. I couldn't name you 20 states. I don't give a
What state do you live in? Oh shit, this one always gets me.
To me,
What are we in Detroit?
Play Detroit.
yes. Detroit, Texas. Because there is a Detroit, Texas.
Oh, there's
I think there's also a Detroit, Minnesota.
there's a Cleveland, Georgia.
So, like, the way I look at it is history and geography and world stuff like that. If you're not going into those studies, they're useless. They have no place in my brain. I know the big, super important stuff. Couldn't name you 5 presidents outside of the last 3.
BG, that fighting game tournament that you go to locally. Oh, Michigan Masters? Yeah, what state you live in? Oh, fuck, I always miss this one. Come on. With that, we got our facts.
I was looking through 100 fairy tale facts. All of them were lame. Then I went to 100 Naruto facts, and then all of those are lame. So I'll just go back to the regular old facts, unless somebody has a suggestion.
Not really.
It's my birthday tomorrow. Let's look up Superman.
All right, let's try that again before you. I don't want you to school me again. Actually, in this issue, yeah, shut up. How about somebody say something while I'm looking this up, huh?
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, I can probably filibuster a little bit. Roman Reigns has to go.
Here we go once again.
No, this is all just uber quick stuff. Roman Reigns has to go. The person that plays Big Mom is fantastic in the dub.
Oh shit. Okay.
My heart.
Hajime no Ippo is heartbreaking, but he's probably not gonna retire, so whatever. And they just hook up Ippo and Kumi like, stop the bush. No, come on, stop the bush. We've waited 74 years for this. Just hook them up.
Yeah, the people in Fairy Tale are still waiting.
Oh, y'all gonna keep waiting. that ship has sailed, and there was no one on the ship.
Top 20 Superman facts. Pick a number. Go.
Nobody-
Somebody say a number.
BG,
Holy crap.
it's your birthday.
12.
Pick the
12.
Superman thing.
12.
It is.
12.
It is.
Jesus.
12 it is. Oh, wow. Henry Cavill almost wasn't cast as Superman in Man of Steel because he was busy playing World of Warcraft.
He should have kept playing.
Ah,
He should have just
Saved
kept it
2
going.
worlds.
He should have just kept it going. See,
Oh.
Cavill is not the problem in the
No.
DCEU as
No.
Superman.
I think he kind of is. Because if I was there, I was like, this isn't Superman. Shouldn't I be smiling or not looking
He
like
probably
I'm
doesn't know the
constipated constantly?
character.
But look, again, I say the after credit scene for Justice League where he's talking to the Flash is super Superman.
Yeah,
It's
it's all the writing,
Super
man.
Superman. It's the writing. It failed him so spectacularly. I think he could be a fine Superman. I think once we watch Mission Impossible, we're gonna see a lot of his potential charisma that could have been brought into that role. That they just went, nah, dial all that back.
The problem is that he gets all of his charisma from his mustache. That's the problem.
Why didn't they just have Superman have a mustache after coming back? It would have just like
Just
it
let him have a
would've been
beard.
fine.
Just let him have a beard.
Let him have it all.
Who would have complained?
Who would have complained? And Supes has had one before. Like, let it
The
happen.
movie was already so bad. It's just whatever at this point.
It would have been a lot easier to cover up his regular face with a beard than to try to unjelly up that face. Jesus, that moving jelly bush. Come on, bruh. Oh yeah, saw Deadpool 2 as well.
I'm going to see
How'd
that
you
next
like it
weekend.
compared to the first?
See, that's not fair. The
Compared
first
to the
was
first,
like
how'd you like it?
no. See, the first was a lot of they do a lot of the same stuff, but the second movie is way better than the first. As,
Okay,
in terms of an actual movie,
That's what I mean.
it's just way better.
Okay.
I will be seeing it this weekend.
There were like 3 jokes that landed hard for me. There's the after credit scenes, but there's no after the credit scene. So
Okay.
just walk out the theater. Just
Cool.
walk out that bit.
Lovely. Alrighty then, with that, thank you for tuning in to the podcast of stuff. Will I have a voice next week?
Probably
Who the
not, it's you.
Fuck knows. Probably not.
My arm just fell off, you guys. I don't.
One of the geese took it.
Uh-oh.
It just fell off and then started choking me. I don't.
They do hiss at people.
Mm-hmm.
Why do animals? Animals are supposed to love me.
Why, God? Why?
Oh no, you guys didn't see the snap either. There was legit just this goose that was just hissing at him. It's a shame. Like you owed him money. It was not good.
Goose? Geese are terrible.
What is even that?
Fuck geese.
Why do you use it? What is it? I don't.
It's
Whatever, whatever,
people
whatever.
taking videos
No.
of themselves.
It's just
Why did I
it's just
ask
a
a question
way.
and get
It's
dismissive?
a way to capture and share the moment. That's it.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I agree.
How about not living in between your phone and the world, people?
I'm telling
Put
you
it
this right-
down.
I'm telling
Put
you
it
this-
down.
I'm telling you
Says
this
the
right
man
now.
who lives in fucking art fucking cash.
No, says the man that lives in One Piece Treasure Cruise.
Hey, both are correct.
But I barely use Snapchat.
Only when there's homeless guys souped up
Guys,
on coke.
guys,
fucking
Right, when
trying
it's stuff like
asking
that,
about
homeless
shit.
man, I need to capture that.
Especially if you just got stabbed. You're like, yep, here's a record.
Here's another one. A dude was one dude was trying to run over another dude with a car. I had to take that. That's that huge. It almost hit me, so I had to capture that. Everything else, I'm just like, this is my day to day. Why would I be singing along to music and having y'all look at me do that? Like nobody gives a shit.
Because you could put a filter over it.
Oh, thanks.
Yep. Just in case you didn't know about Snapchat filters. See, it has this thing.
Oh, yeah.
We're done here.
Explain all
We're
of it.
done
to me.
here. We'll
Alrighty.
see you guys next week.
See you guys.
Later.